So what we want to focus on today is the elements of being mindful of how you use your speaking voice. When we are out and about, especially after gigs or before gigs, sometimes we get to the point where we are excited to see people, we're in the club, the music is loud, and we often compete with music, shout to communicate with our friends both before and after a show, or even if you're attending a show, or if not at a gig, loud laughter, excessive or extreme use of your voice, very, very loud speaking or yelling, right through to the other end of the scale, whispering, any of those extremes that take you outside that kind of mid-range speaking level can really have an impact on your voice. And so you just want to be mindful, especially if you have a recording or something important coming up, that in the 3 days leading in, you are super mindful of your speaking voice. Part of that, avoiding excessive laughter, throat clearing, and that can be a sign of maybe something else going on, whether it's hay fever, postnasal drip, any kind of voice issues that you have. If there's any ongoing excessive throat clearing, please go and get it checked out by a medical professional. So really, we're talking about nothing too crazy, yelling, loud laughter, extreme whispering, anything extreme outside of your normal speaking voice. And if you are speaking within your normal range for an extended period of time, please do a siren beforehand. And then also consider taking some vocal rest for at least 20 minutes, which means no speaking, so that your larynx and your vocal folds, any swelling that occurs, has a chance to come down. And when you use your muscles, they do tense up. There are contractions and there is often a buildup of lactic acid, and you need to allow that to release. Stretching, sirens, and vocal rest will help you do that. You can also be sure to incorporate a vocal warm down. And the best way to do that is using our Mate the Siren and just doing it from the top to the bottom and reversing it so that your larynx, which tends to move upwards a lot when you're using it, and it's good to just relax it both with vocal rest, but by bringing it back down to where you usually would be speaking with a vocal warm down. And you can do that with a reverse siren from the top to the bottom like this. So it's kind of taking it up high and then just letting it relax right down to the bottom. So speaking voice mindfulness has a little bit of an extension, both with making sure you do your vocal warm down if needed, both for speaking and for singing, and then taking vocal rest after high voice use periods, whether that's speaking or singing as well, and making sure that you're focusing on releasing tension, stretching, and being gentle with your voice, looking after your voice. And you will have an amazing toolkit that will help you build a solid foundation for your voice.